Welcome back YouTube, Tutor UK. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. And yeah, we're filming in 4K, 4K 2E. Sorry about that. But we have a new camera. We have a GoPro Hero 9. Long story short, I was getting a little bit fed up with the iPhone. Not in terms of its quality, but you could only, I've got the X, I think, and you could only film in 4K with the rear camera, so you couldn't see what you were looking at. And yeah, I don't know, I just couldn't get on with it. I tried a few times, I just couldn't get on with it. Also, the fact that when you sort of film it, the sort of gyro weren't responding accurately enough for me, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to look for something else. It's not long been my birthday, so I was looking around for an alternative, and a lot of sort of vloggers, I suppose, because that's what these are. These are vlogs, guys. No matter what anyone says to you about YouTube, these are vlogs. They're all vlogs. All the videos are vlogs. Someone had recommended a, what was it called? There was a cheaper version of the GoPro, and I can't think of for the life of me what it was called. It's off Amazon. And so I asked the wife if she want to get me that. She got me that, and the quality was terrible. It was fucking terrible. It looked very much like the GoPro. The build quality was quite nice, but the actual resolution of the camera, the 4K, it was fucking awful. It looked grainy as hell. It looked like filming on a potato. So that went back, and I sort of said to her, I said, look, I've got some CEX credit. If you give me the cash, I'll put it towards it. And I basically bought this from CEX for, it was twice the price, but I think that one was £114. I can't, if I remember, I'll put it down the bottom here. Yeah, and this was like 220. So hopefully this, I've done a couple of test runs with this GoPro. It's not meant to be good in low lighting, so I'm not sure if my lights qualifies low lighting, but it seems to be okay. So fingers crossed. Let me know, guys, in terms of audio. I know the audio is not meant to be great on these. There is like a little housing you can get to go around it to sort of improve the microphone. So that might be an option further down the line. But yeah, it just come in like a little box. I'm still trying to get used to it. It has got like a little viewfinder at the front. Not really there for seeing what you're seeing, if that makes sense. It's more just so you can frame the picture. Because I noticed that when I was doing some of the tests, like the view I'm seeing is like a 4:3, very zoomed in view. But when you look back at the footage, it shows a lot more of the room. And you can sort of hook it up to your phone, which is what I've done, which does make it a little bit easier just to sort of get a bit more framing. And obviously it acts like a remote control as well, which is quite useful. So that being said, we're now in 4K, so I do apologise for that. If you want to scare your kids at Halloween, show them this video. But we've got a few bits. It's not been, there's nothing amazing. Well, there is a few things amazing, but it's more quality over quantity. Some bits I've had for a while, some bits I've managed to finally complete, and a new piece of hardware other than the camera, funnily enough. But before we go on to that, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. We don't do modern tat here, do we? But yeah, I've been playing this, really enjoying it. Just done a world of an evening. Not going mad, not going blasting through it or doing any fucking speed runs or anything like that. But yeah, quite enjoyable. What could I say? It's very much like New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I found, with a twist of Mario World. Super Mario World, I like the sort of hidden exits and stuff like that in it. The hats are quite a nice little addendum. Add a bit of dimension for you to explore the levels. I think that's the idea. You complete it, then you go back, and again, very much Super Mario World-esque in that way. But yeah, you have to collect the royal seed. So if anyone wants some royal seed, let me know. I can send some on a tissue. But all joking aside, enjoying it. It is a decent little platformer. It's challenging enough without being frustrating. although there's little difficulty curve does go a little bit sort of up and down. You know, you think something's hard and it's not, and it's like some of the levels end up being harder than the bosses and stuff. So maybe it's just me and my arthritic hands. But anyway, like I say, you can all put down in the comments, I thought you didn't like modern stuff, Stu. Yeah, go fuck yourselves. So there you go. And then next month is Mario RPG. So that'll get fucking shown. So you can go fuck yourselves twice. Right. Next up, hardware. Stay with hardware. This off eBay. On bids. I wasn't really in the market for this. I was looking for SNES, Nintendo cardboard, as I always do. I remember looking the lens there, not the viewfinder. And this come up. I've been aware of this and its cousin, I suppose. The cousin's on a watch list. It's on bids, and I kind of was in an in. And it got to sort of, you know, the last few minutes, and it wasn't jumping anywhere. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna bid on this. I'm gonna bid on it. I ended up winning this for 200 and I want to say 220 or 230 quid. Again, a lot of money. Did the old PayPal paying through, so it chops up a lot. Hopefully you can't see it, because that's the only thing with a GoPro. When you use your phone, when you're recording, you can't see it. You can't see what you're recording. But I'm pretty sure when I did a preview, you couldn't see anything. But yeah, I managed to bag one of these. I didn't get one on launch and their relaunch. I think they had the last launch or something weird like that. But I think it's probably about the going rate. So we've got a Super Analog NT or Analog Super NT. I have to admit, the cracking bit of kit. It is really weighty. I'm not teaching Granny to suck eggs at all. This is not a new thing that's just come out. It's new to me. Is jailbroken, if you like, or cracked, so you can just run shit off the card. Piece of piss to do. Really is easy to do. But yeah, kind of really enjoying playing some SNES games, doing my old trick, sort of patching some of the Super Famicom games IPS and then running them translated onto here. It did come boxed. Again, it's nothing to shout about, guys. It's just me sort of saying there's one in the house, so to speak. I am looking out for the Mega NT. Is it? No, Mega SG. Mega SG. God's sake, stupid name to come up with. Because I was impressed with the quality. I'll say that. Get rid of that as well. I don't need that anymore. So what else we've got? We've got some games. Let's do some games. Right. Again. Some people might not like this, but I like watching people's videos that do this when they sort of piece together and complete games. A couple of pieces together and completing games. Fantastic Four on the PS1. I'd had this no manual for the longest time. Got a watch on eBay. One came up, the busted case. Had the manual. It's a little bit, you know, how you doing? But the manual was fine, so we stole the manual. We stole the manual out of it. So that completes that one. I don't really know anything about the game, to be honest, which is fucking nothing new for this channel. But it is one that was on the shelf when I did all the creepy plastic bags. That was a roaring success, and there's still a few left to get off that list. But so chip away it slowly. Right. The rest is it's all cardboard. It's not all Nintendo cardboard. There's one that's not Nintendo cardboard. We'll show that next. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters 2. On the King, the Atari 2600. Massive impulse buy this was. Not gonna lie, it's had a bit of a remedial. It needs an iron. Needs an iron. I've done some gluing. Basically, this was 44 quid. I messaged the guy, sort of said, would you do offers? He sort of said, oh, I'll give it a couple of days and I might open it to offers or might reduce the price. And I just thought, you know what, for a couple of quid, I'll fucking buy it. Just an iconic artwork. I've got the first one on the 2600 as well. So I thought, you know what, Let's get the second one. A little bit tricky to get, late to release. I was chatting to the guy actually via 1992. I was chatting to the guy. He's called something like Atari Vintage or something. It's got literally just deals in Atari stuff. And he was sort of saying about it that it's got a good intro tune apparently for the 2600. Got to keep things in mind here. We're not talking fucking CD quality sound. But I asked him because I wasn't sure if those that know about Atari games, some of them have the tray and the thing is built in, and obviously then the bottom's glued. So I asked him, like, is the bottom open? Because obviously I'm going to lay it flat and dine it. And there's a couple of little issues, but the major one was at the top there. That was ripped. So we did a bit of gluing. Again, it's not perfect, but it's not going to rip anymore, and it holds steady and it holds firm. He actually sent it in the box protector as well, which is quite nice. But yeah, so I say just an impulse, just because it was Ghostbusters 2. Again, part of my search for Atari, and had seen this go, and he mentioned it as well. He goes, some guy sold one in Germany for like 200 quid. And he goes, it's not worth that. And I'm like, okay, dude, but I'll pay 45 quid for it, all complete. So again, Swansea Atari. Again, probably spurred on a little bit by the imminent release of the Atari 2600 Plus. But what are you going to do? Who are you going to call? Who are you going to call? Right. NES, I've had this game for ages, been sat on a shelf. I have got a stockpile. I've got a stockpile of NES, SNES and N64 Gold. I might do a Christmas special because there's some fucking beauties in there. This isn't one of them. This was off of eBay. I can't remember how much it was. 40 quid maybe, something like that. It is complete. It had some damage that I perceived that I could fix, and I think I did the right job. Mac Rider. So you sort of hang on. Challenger, I suppose. It's a nice square box now. It's not going to win any fucking beauty awards at all. The worst of it was, and again, this always happens with these black box games, is the lip, the flap gets a tear in it because they've got this built-in hang tab, which I fucking don't like. But yeah, the top, as you can see inside, is ripped, and it was missing the tab. So again, I've just MacGyvered a tab, but it's all complete. I wouldn't show you games that aren't complete. There's no point. But it's just another one to add to the completed box collection, which now stands at, what I am missing, and I think you can see, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 official releases, because I'm not counting Miracle Piano. That can go and fuck itself. I'm not having a gigantic piano. Stack Up, which I'll probably never get, because that's fucking thousands. And obviously I still need, someone did send me the link, I should dig it out, the triple pack, which obviously didn't come in the box. Never had a box. And then I've only got the 2 unofficial releases, which is Firehawk and Super Adventure Quests. And then that's it. They're all boxed. They'll all be boxed. They'll all be boxed, not complete. I've got a little pile up there. I'm a right weirdo. Got a little pile up there of games that aren't complete. And they just wait until I can complete them. And it might be years. It might be fucking years. But who cares? I don't care. So you shouldn't care. So anyway, Mach Rider. It's not German. Recent bundle says we're sticking with Nintendo here. These were again on eBay. I was looking for, and I bought a particular game off this seller. Looked at what else he was selling. He was selling these. They'd not long been listed. That's not new listing. So I sent him an offer. I put on the message, I said, look, I've just bought this other game off you, so you can send them in the same package, whatever. He goes, yeah. So 25 quid. I think these are 25 quid. And I just thought, fuck it, why not? At that price, I'm in. So we've got is Yu Yu Hakusho 2 on the Super Famicom. See, I don't know, that viewfinder is going to have to get used to it, so you have to forgive me. These all came in box protectors. I stole the box protector off this, because this is like the least valuable one. I think he worded it something like Super Famicom Fighter Bundle or something weird like that, so he didn't really put any of the name of the games in the title. But yeah, one-on-one beat 'em ups. I know James Retro Import Gamer, he's getting into his Super Famicom one-on-one beaters. Although I think it might be the SNK ones. These two are what caught my eye, because after I've seen the bundle, I thought, oh, actually, you know what? They'd be quite nice to have. We got the second one over here. There's three. I think there's 4 games, but there's 3 beat 'em ups. I think the other one is like an RPG, and they're part of the manga, and it's Ramna and a half. So this is the first one, which we didn't get, in a nice sort of landscape box. I say they all come in these box protectors as well. All complete, all really, really nice condition. This is the one that we got. I think this is called Ramna and a Half Grand Battle or something Battle. I say it's the one that we got in the West. I think in America as well. You guys got it, but I say for 25 quid for these games was an absolute steal. And then the last one, which I have actually seen at some gaming events, I never paid much mind to it, but I think this one's probably worth what I paid. And again, like a lot of these games are like 20 odd quid plus. This one's probably more than that, I think. And it's Golden Fighter. Now, when I looked at this, come out in the States, I think it was called Power Fighter. I think you guys might know it as Power Fighter. We didn't get it in Europe, in the Power regions. But again, it's just you know, the standard Street Fighter 2, one-on-one, beat the shit out of each other, beat 'em ups. But I say for the price I paid for all 4, you know, it's like 25 bones. Delivered. But yeah. And then lastly, what, I don't know what time we're on now. 17 minutes, that'd be about right. Okay. So I bought this game off a site online that I got from Ollie, 8-Bit Boy UK. It's very hit and miss. It is very hit and miss. I think this, and the stuff just sells. It sounds like fucking someone must go in and buy everything. But obviously didn't want this one because it wasn't complete. But I sort of like, yeah, I'll have that. I could do something with it. I think it cost me 17 quid. I've then managed to get the manual a lot later on for, I think, about a tenner delivered off of eBay. So obviously the two together. And I think the actual game itself, it's not super rare. I wouldn't say it's common. I've never seen it before, to be honest. And it's Wayne's World. Man, I loved Wayne's World, the movies. There's a lad I was doing A-levels with called James Tucker. We used to quote the shit out of this. Shwing! Tent pole. She's a babe. She's a robot. But, you know, everything. Oh, God. But yeah, anyway, I bagged the manual off of eBay. But if you look at this complete, it's not a cheap game. It's really not a cheap game at all. Add some sort of sticker. It's not a beautiful box. It's not, you know, it's got a few scuffs and a bit of edge wear. It's honest. But yeah, put the cart in there, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, no manual until we got that. So I said, if it had had a manual, someone would have just fucking bought it. So I'm kind of glad that he didn't have the manual at that point. So more just harking back to when I was a younger lad. But yeah, I love the Wayne's World movies. I thought they're excellent. Party time. Shoo-wing. Anyway, enough of that shit. Right. 20 minutes, that'll do. So anyway, guys, look, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about the new camera, audio, visuals, or whatever. I'm still trying to find my feet with it, truth be told. So it might be some really glaring obvious mistakes. Anyone's got a GoPro that uses it to vlog, especially indoor. Let me know some tips. Say mine's a Hero 9, so it's all new to me, but hopefully it'll give you a little bit of an improvement. And hey, guess what? You guys don't have to pay for it. How about that? That's a fucking nice change, isn't it? Not being asked to pay for some shit. But all joking aside, take it easy, YouTube, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.